Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to our last hour of chat ventures for this evening. I hope your bodies are ready. Because if they're not, they're gonna be thrown straight to the dungeoneering wolves. Those crafty wolves that I've kept locked away and haven't fed for the last couple of days. They are very hungry for bodies of dungeoneers. So, without any further bother, I believe that Weasel was next? Who was next up on our list? Was it Zombie or Weasel? I know it was one of the two. I think it might have been Weasel. Somebody give me the list. Somebody give me the list right now. Noble! Don't make me do the list myself. Makes me look so unprofessional. Oh, thank you. Wedantil. Wet anthill, maybe? Like a moist ant home. Excellent. So it is Harwood and then Zombie. Wait a minute. So Weasel wasn't on that list at all. Are you trying to weasel into that list, Weasel, by weaseling into my weaselly brain? It wouldn't surprise me one bit. But anyway, wait, we already used Harwood. Harwood was our last dungeoneer, so it is in fact Zombie. Zombie is the next up. You're exactly right. So, Zombie, friend, dear. Also, thank you for the follow, Rar. Oh, God, so many great people. Excuse me. Zombie, you have a choice. Would you like to play as the drunken sailor, the shapeshifter, the apprentice, the ranger, the H2O mancer, the mime, the swashbuckler, the alchemist, the bruiser, the troubadour, the barbarian, the most holy grail knight, the cat burglar, or the ice cream monk? Now, we haven't really explored any that the ice cream monk has to offer, and we haven't been inside the third level of the dungeon yet, so we don't really know what dangers await. Ah, I see. Thank you, Noble. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so glad you're back. But, Zombie, you have a choice. Unholy Grail Knight, you got it, my friend. Let's do it. I like it. I like it a lot. Zombie, the most unholy Grail Knight. Away once again to explore the lair of the vegan. Everybody knows that vegan ice cream is absolutely gross because they end up using almond milk and well, that's about it, really. Which I guess would kind of give the ice cream a delightfully almondy flavor. And maybe you could balance it out. It would make for good strawberry ice cream. Like strawberry and almond ice cream. I feel like that would taste very good. But anyway, we have to stop that arch-vegan. No! And of course, I took the wrong dungeoneer in which to do it. But it's okay. It's just the drunken sailor. It's nobody that we don't mind losing. Abandoned quest. Goodbye, Hal. I'm afraid I can't let you go there.
They have no chance, especially when they wet their pants. But
Nobody saw that. Nobody saw that. That never happened. That never happened. I can cut it out of the edit. I'm not gonna cut it out of the edit, but I totally could if I were a person who actually cared about that sort of stuff. Enter dungeon. Hey, at least I didn't get somebody actually worth a damn killed. It was just the drunken sailor. He's already died once. Tonight. All right, Zombie, here you are. Let's do this thing. I don't usually hurt the beautiful creatures of this land, but in your case, I'll make an exception. Oh, he is the arch-vegan. As soon as I finish my homemade power bars, you are toast. Of course. I didn't realize this dungeon was based out of Portland. He's Gary, the arch-vegan. Oh no, that's 2 strikes against him. He's a vegan, and also his name is Gary with 2 R's. What kind of monster uses 2 R's in Gary? One that's gonna die. One that's gonna die horribly. That's the answer to that question. We're gonna connect on over here to this mega chest. And of course, there's a fountain of decay in the motherfucking way. Great. Yakety yak, you go right up there. And unfortunately, I'm gonna miss out on our first rune. The arch-vegan attacks in 8 turns. And, shit. Poop. Definitely in the poop zone. Because unfortunately, unless we can get something to lure you away from this yakety, from the formidable snowman over here guarding the mega chest, you're basically going to be heading that way next, my friend. And that could be very dangerous for your health. Ah, not even gold could lure you away. Okay. Hey, Jackie. Welcome. It's going good. We're getting Dungeoneers killed, as is our want and also need in this stream. We just had a couple of copies of Guild of Dungeoneering get given away by one of the very, very lovely people over at, oh God. Oh God, it's going to kill me. It's going to kill me. Something Viking? Nice Viking? Beautiful Viking? Striking Viking? Ooh, striking Viking. I like it. Really? You've never seen Guild of Dungeoneering before? Okay. Guild of Dungeoneering is a card-based strategy game where we are going to take turns trying to take down this yakety yak here. And then my chat is going to have a chance to pick items as we go along and get stronger. This is not good. Let me go ahead and use Divine Hammer here. That way we at least get some health back. Well, thank you, Tacos. I appreciate it. And let's go ahead and get a little bit more health back. I'm not feeling pretty good about this. Zombie right now is playing as the Most Holy Grail Knight, which is a class that has a lot of attack power and a lot of healing power. And hopefully we can use that to our advantage here and outlast this yakety yak and don't talk back. And so, and now that we have won a battle, which is kind of basically the most complicated part of this game, we now have a choice of some loots. And the way that I like to play it is zombie. You have a choice to make, my friend. We have the fork, which would give you slice inside of your deck. These are cards that would be added to your deck, and they can kind of level up as you get better items and more items of that class. We have the soldier's helmet, which gives you 1 heart there, and then the woolly hat, which gives you 1 heart, and also the stupidity card. Stupidity card is a card that goes inside of your deck that unfortunately has no effect whatsoever, unless you get certain attributes that come later on that make it less sucky. But anyway, Zombie doesn't have those right now. So Zombie, what will you choose, my friend? Remember, the choices are yours and yours alone. Good luck. You want the soldier's helm, you got it. It's a straight up health upgrade that doesn't have any downsides. I gotta applaud the smartness of your decision. Unfortunately, I have to admonish the stupidity of your character. See, Jackie, this is the other part of the game where we have 5 cards in a hand that we get to use to make out the dungeon here and proceed along. And the problem is, I can't control his character. It kind of goes wherever the hell he wants. And the Most Holy Grail Knight kind of has a habit, because it's such a strong character, of kind of going straight for enemies that are stronger than him. I.e. this formidable snowman that is right in front of us. Which will take extra bonus damage from the magic damage that we have at our disposal. So, maybe, just maybe, this won't suck so bad. Will he chase down a level 2? We can try. We can absolutely try. Unfortunately, he fucking will not. Damn it, Wet Anthill. He does not. The Most Holy Grail Knight needs no treasure, but he's going to go for it anyway. Against this formidable snowman, which only has 1 more heart than we do. Here's a free attack, basically. We're going to lower the Divine Hammer of Justice down upon him and gain 1 heart to, basically raise the stakes here. He's going to deal 2 damage, and thanks to the Retribution trait that is innate to him, if we take 3 damage, we return 1. And it hurts. Real bad. Especially considering that this formidable snowman is weak to magic damage, making that 1 that we deal back into 2. Every time we take 3 damage, we deal 2. And guess what? I'm going to heal 2 damage and deal 2. This formidable snowman is unfortunately a little bit more of a chumster. Divine Hammer to heal back 1, and guess what? Fucking 3 damage. Instead of 1, 3. Because we took more. So, I mean, you see how this whole damage effect can stack so hard. Unfortunately, I don't have any magic damage to stack, so I don't really want to trigger my Retribution if I don't have to. We can use Divine Strike, which is unblockable, considering he's trying to block our attacks. That may be the wise decision to make here. And I think that this time, I'm actually going to activate the Retribution and deal 4 fucking damage to his iron jaw, making it look much more like fucking glass. Now, zombie, you have another choice, my friend. We have the bone armor, which gives you another health and also mind strike. We have the dragon scale armor. Holy fuck. The dragon scale armor, which gives you repel, counter, brace, fire blast, and flame lash. And then the feather cap, which you would call macaroni and lose your 1 health but gain rekindle and restore. I'm pretty sure I know what you're gonna pick here. Yeah, that golden dragon scale for the most unholy Grail Knight. And because you opened up that chest, you get another choice, my friend. You have the mace, which gives you slice, bash, and slam. The ice fishing pole, which gives you +1 health, shift, and favor. Which means we gain 1 favor if we deal more than 3 damage, which we do a lot of times. And then, of course, that long coat, which means show off, shift, and interrupt will be ours at the cost of your dragon scale armor. Yeah. I feel like, again, the choices are yours, and yours alone. But I feel like that fishing pole is going to be the best way to go. It gives you health. It gives us plus favor. Like, I mean, come on. That is too fucking good. Let's see. We have 5 more turns to get closer to 14 health, but he doesn't really have any annoying traits that might hurt us here. So we could continue on our way to try and get this other rune over here, and also take down these other 2 people in the way. We need a weapon. We're kind of missing a weapon. That's the one item that we don't have. And also, he doesn't have any sort of trait that makes taking him on early at an advantage. So we're gonna go ahead and tusk this walrus right in the fucking chest here. It's gonna try and deal some snowball damage, but we'll be able to heal that straight away. God, I love the Most Holy Grail Knight. He's one of my favorite classes. Really, he is. Let me go ahead and use Flame Lash here, which is gonna be 2 magic damage done quick. And you know what? Let's just go ahead and put this away. I mean, really, why any point messing around with this walrus's life? There's no reason to blubber over spilled walrus meat. And so with one final absolution, this mountain walrus is no more. And we can continue on our merry way with another choice. We have the ice cream scoop, which gives you interrupt and mind strike. Not too shabby, considering that interrupt is an upgrade with our shift that we already have. So that's 2 quick cards that you have at your inventory. The sparkly headband would replace your soldier's helm, giving you a knight and holy seal. And then the cultist hood would give you holy seal, smite, and ignite. Not too shab, if I do say so myself. So what shall you say? What say you, zombie? Nah. You know, Dan, that would be a pretty interesting way to play it. Just to see if you can still not screw yourself out of doing well, you know? Really? Remember that the scoop doesn't actually replace anything. Okay, the choices are yours and yours alone. Cultist hood. Man, his protein bars sure do take a lot of chewing, he says. They must be very, very high in protein. Chewable protein. Gross. I'm talking about orange juice pulp. What are you thinking? Get your mind out of the gutter. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and put down a level 3 here. I know that that's a very, very big risk. Because, I mean, despite the fact that we are insanely strong right now, that formidable snowman could still kill us in a couple of lucky/unlucky draws. But I still have this feeling that we're gonna be able to destroy him. Hey AJ, welcome. And please tell me that it did not. Please tell me it didn't just die. That would be terrible. Of all the times for it to die, Now is not the time for it to do that. Okay, good. It seems to be fixing itself. I'm gonna go and brace against this boulder and draw a card. That's unblockable. So let's use the power of our fervor to deal 2 more damage. And he's gonna try and block some magic, but guess what? We have a counter to his charge, dealing 2 instead of the dealing 1 instead of the 2 that he wanted. Sweet. Now I kind of wish that I had saved that counter. Oh well, doesn't really matter. Flame Lash, nice and quick. Cha with that fire whip. Get back in line, yakety yak. Don't talk back. I know, it just keeps working out. It really just keeps working out. I hate repeating the same joke over and over again. It just keeps working. And then we have the woolly hat here, which gives you the health and the stupidity, as we've already come across. The ice pick, which you can totally use to just jam straight in the back of your enemies, and gives you interrupt and fleet-footed. But we have to make sure that we have favor of the fates at all times. Otherwise, we get -2 to our max health. That could be a challenge. But we did take the trait favorite, which means if we do more than 3 damage, we gain a favor. We haven't done it since we got the trait, but we can do it, especially with stuff like that fleet-footed. So Fate Cursed may not be too bad. And then also there's the bandana, which gives you interrupt and shield wall, blocking all physical damage done and storing up 2 physical damage, like that drunken sailor squint. So what shall you choose, my friend? The choices are yours and yours alone. Good luck. You got it. Yeah, we're gonna take the ice pick, see, and we're gonna stick it right in the back of his neck, see. Oh, really, Weasel? Good. I'm glad. I'm glad that my adventurer is able to do you very well. Unfortunately, I've not had the same luck for my own adventurers here in the fucking chat. But you know what? We try. We try really hard. And the formidable snowman is our last opponent before we have full favor of the gods. Favor of the fates, excuse me. And I feel comfortable enough to attempt to take down that vegan. Oh, shit. Oh, this ignite. This ignite is gonna hurt like a son of a bitch. He has fear. We're gonna use flagellate to deal 1 damage to ourselves. Return 2. Oh my god. Oh. And now, unfortunately, that deals 4. But he is down below half health already. Literally below half health already. 2 more damage. Another ignite. And he is looking incredibly weak right now. Stomp it out, stomp it out, stomp it out, stomp it out. Like that fire that burns his soul alive. Zombie, we have won yet another round, my friend, and you have a choice to make. We have the Owl Familiar, which will replace your fishing rod with Wise, Blinding Light, and Divine Shield. Divine Shield blocking all magic damage and dealing 3 of its own. Unfortunately, we're not facing the Mundane Snowman, so... But then we also have the Mind Staff over here, which gives you Wise, Mind Strike, and Firestorm. But it will replace your Ice Pick, which currently right now gives you Fleet-Footed and Interrupt. Interesting. That Firestorm, though. And then the power of the Conch! To give us Mind Strike, Focus, and Arcane Barrage, and also a Stupidity card. Remember, you can take the gold, because you are looking pretty decent right about now. So, I don't know. Choose wisely. Let the fates decide. The favor of the fates. That's exactly right, Weed Anthill. Oh, would you mind if I took a look? Oh, I like how you said that. Of course. The staff gives you Wise, Mind Strike, and Firestorm. Now, I mean, that will go hand in hand with your Retribution, but Retribution deals a lot of magic damage on its own. You do end up losing that Ice Pick, which means you no longer have to worry about spending your Favor of the Fates, but you lose Interrupt and Fleet-Footed, which are 2 very critical attacks when you're having to deal damage in a crunch. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. That's an interesting choice. It really depends on the way you want to build your character. Whatever shall it be, my friend? Whatever shall it be, indeed. zombie. Okay, excellent. You will take the Mind Staff. Well, we shall replace your ice pick with a level 3 weapon. Most of the time, that's a fairly decent choice. Let's see if that plays out for you here. There's a mysterious fountain which could give us something very nice here. Holy monkey. The Fountain of Knowledge. Hero starting battle hand size increased by dose. Next round. How the fuck about that? Ending our turn. We're going straight for Gary the motherfucking vegan. I agree very, very much, Evie. And it's time for a little bit of knowledge to go a long, long way. Hey, Mr. Vegan, I've got something to teach you this time. I was just waiting, Huntsman. Oh god, he has 14 health. I forgot about that. But we have so many cards at our disposal, I can barely read the fucking things. He's gonna deal 1 damage. I'm gonna go ahead and heal 1, because why not? Let's go ahead and even this battle out just a touch. Ooh, hey, guess what, Thwomp? You have been thwimped. And stomped, you have been stimped. I don't know what stimped means. It means that it does less damage than it should. He has a stupidity card, and we're gonna rain down the fiery hells of heaven upon him with the most unholy grail firestorm. And he's gonna try and thump us right squaw in the head, but unfortunately, our religious fervor keeps us standing tall, dealing 2 damage right squaw to his face. Glacier comes around, oh, and it's gonna freeze all of our cards. Fuck, it's gonna freeze all of our cards. You know what? Let's go ahead and deal Ignite, which is going to do a magic damage, and continue to do a magic damage each round until, guess what? That motherfucker is deader than dead. Excellent. We draw another card there. We are no longer frozen, and guess the fuck what? Thanks to the most unholy grail knights, amazing choices, we beat that ass handily. Holy shit. Ah! And you get a new battle scar there, Gullible. 1 loot choice is of a lower level than normal. Son of a bitch! But it's in its early stages, so let's see what that evolves into. And we also unlock 3 new dungeons. The Ice Baby. Bum bum ba da dun da da dun 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 dun. And also the Sprinkle Canyon. Don't get your jimmies in a rustle. It's just the Sprinkle Canyon. And then the Magic Kingdom. Something I'm assuming not akin to the happiest place on earth. I'm not looking forward to that. And it looks like we have Weasel up next, my friends. Weasel? Are you there, my friend? You are. And who would you like to pick, Weasel? You have the Drunken Sailor, the Shapeshifter, the Apprentice, the Ranger, the H2O-Mancer, the Swashbuckler, the Alchemist, the Bruiser, the Barbarian, the Cat Burglar, and the Ice Cream Monk at your disposal. Who would you like, Weasel? I mean, you most certainly can be. Unless you want to try a different class. You've got it, my friend. Oh, you are still the Weasel. Nice. Let us go exploring. Oh, I need more muns, Huns. I need more muns so that we can get more items. So that, unfortunately, these fucking stage 3s that have been kicking our asses will be slightly less imposing. Well, Weasel, you have your first choice in front of you. Would you like to go into Sprinkle Canyon and try and reach the Misty Mountain of the Snowmen? Or enter Bay's Fortress and find out if we can find where the lemonade is made. And then finally, the Magic Kingdom. Would you like to enter the happiest place on earth? Oh yes, Queen. Or excuse me, Jackie. This is a pretty good game with some pretty great music. When you win or lose, there's a bard that kind of sings along to your joy or your lament. There's so many great little touches like that. I really think you would enjoy the hell out of this game. Weasel wants to go for a Bebe's World. You got it, my friend. Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? There's the Apprentice. Gain entry to Bay's lair. We must dig deep for the heart of the matter. And then finally we get to dive into some sore Bay and make that Bay sore. This is going to be fun. Well, Zombie, what I mean by that is World 3. The final world in this game has been destroying us every time we play. Ooh. That is, in fact, Sore Bay. A bay made out of Sore Bay. And we must defeat the Frost Giant and the Elk who are here. The Elk and the Frost Giant, who has Mundane, curiously enough. So, Weasel, you and your apprenticeship are actually looking pretty sweet right now. Physical damage is going to get a bonus to the Gelato Cube. Frost Giant is going to take extra damage from magic. And unfortunately, the Elk is just a fucking moose. And so you're going to have to deal with him the hard way. Speaking of the hard way, let's go ahead and butt heads with this mountain goat and see if we can get some lovely, lovely loots out of him. Weasel, I call upon the powers of your magic. You are talented, which means you start with Fire 1. You have Battle Scar of Scrounger, which means, guess what? You get one loot choice that is higher level than usual. And we're going to go ahead and use Fire Blast on this mountain goat to singe thy fur. He's going to try and yoink us, but he can't yoink what he can't block, which would be magic damage. Yay! He's going to, oh, that ransack. That ransack's not going to be good, but it's not going to be enough. He's going to draw 2 cards here shortly, and we're just going to go ahead and win the battle. I mean, like, seriously, what's the point in having a full hand in your deck? Wait, full hand from your deck if you're not going to be able to use it because you're fucking dead. Weasel, you're up. You have a choice, my friend. Is it going to be stalactite up in here? Are you going to pick up the ski goggles? Or maybe a seaweed headdress, giving you decay, repel, counter, rekindle, and restore. That's a lot of abilities at a very, very, very high cost. That decay means that if you take 2 or more damage in one single turn, you're going to take an extra one, and it's going to hurt. But you do get all those blocking and healing abilities, which are nice bases for building off of. To get stuff like Blessing, and to get stuff like, what's the one that blocks completely? Brace, I think it is. The ski goggle starts building armor anyway, and gives you health. Weasel wants the seaweed, you got it. And is taking a very big risk in that decay. Wait, no! Too late. Too late. Your choices are yours and yours alone. I have to take the first choice. I'm sorry, Weasel. Sorry, buddy. Dims the way the avalanche crumbles, falls, slides, whatever. We have a Snogre here, who is sluggish, which means blocks against him are twice as effective, which could be very, 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 very handy. We can free up a way to the Elk as well. I think I'm going to put a Walrus in our way. These Walrus Eye are pretty easy to destroy, and they are level 2, so that means we'll get at least 1 level 3 off the deal. Ah, fuck, of course he's going to deal 2 damage. So we are going to block it. We're going to block it. We're going to block it. And we're going to draw 2 more cards. Okay, he's got a thin air there. And I'm going to take this opportunity to actually deal some real damage to him. We discarded 1 card. But we still have a full hand, so I'm not really too worried about it. Fuck. The only thing I can use is a fire shield against his snowball, and the attacks, of course, cancel out as elements tend to do. And we can restore back some of this damage that he's done to us so far, restoring the balance to this fight a little bit. Unfortunately, I can't block his physical damage coming in, but what I can do is go and heal back a little bit more, lowering this down a smidge. And now that, well, this counter is going to be able to kill him, we don't necessarily need to block that unblockable damage that he just did. And Weasel, you are victorious yet again, my friend. Will you replace the seaweed with the tricorn hat, giving you slice and dice, but losing all of those abilities there? Will you take the ocean staff, which gives you blessed, +1 to all of your healing, of which you have a decent amount already, giving you holy seal and also smite? Or the alpine horn, which gives you ferocious, holy seal, and smite. So you're getting holy seal and smite basically no matter which of these 2 items that you pick. But you can choose your second trait there. And then also the tricorn hat, which will get rid of your decay and give you some pretty decent physical damage. Considering we're about to go up against that gelato cube, the physical damage bonus may not be bad. You know what I mean? So the choices are yours and yours alone. Good luck. I feel like you've got so much healing now, especially with that seaweed that blessed is almost too good, you know? Only a couple of items have it. Maybe something else will give it to you later on, but getting it early is the bomb, you know? Do people still say that? Is that still a thing people say, the bomb? Or actually probably not in this day and age, now that I think about it. I take that back. I take back that very, very dumb question. And now that we are level 3, I feel much better about taking on this gelato cube and licking him down to size. Lick, 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 lick. I wonder what kind of delicious treats he has inside of him. We shall find out. You know what? I want to lay down another rune. We need some runes. We need some runes up in here. We don't have any runes. I need some runes. More specii? Perhaps we shall take it back for our collection. I wonder what flavor of gelato it is. It's restore more of our health flavored. And blessed gives us +1 health. Basically, I'm pretty sure we just made it so that you're never gonna die. Yep, we took that there, and we just heal back the 3 that the decay would have just made us take. This is going to be interesting here. We take a decay, and I'll be able to heal most of that back here in just a minute. We're going to take another decay, but fortunately, we're going to heal it right back. Thank you kindly. Fuck. Fine. Unblockable it is. God, I really wish that I could pull out some physical damage. There it is. There's our physical damage. There's our physical damage. Let's count this up here. He's got 3 magic damage coming our way. Hey, Grunty, welcome. Oh, yeah, thebomb.com. Yeah, no, totally. I should update my phrase book. He's going to deal 3, which is going to tackle our decay. And that's going to deal an additional 1 to 4. So we should still be able to live through this. And because of his frail trait, we are actually going to deal 3 with this attack, enough to kill him. And our math checks out. That gelato cube is no more. And we get to add another treasure onto our pile. Weasel, the choice is yours, my friend. You have the Sword of the Sea, which loses your blessed holy seal and smite, but gives you rejuvenate, refresh, and dice and slice. The dynamite would give you fate cursed. You also have decay, flame lash, ignite, and firestorm. And then we have the alpine horn, which would give you ferocious, blinding light, and divine shield, which will be very, 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 very handy against this frost troll up here that has magic weakness. So since you don't have an offhand weapon already, I'm pretty sure this is the one you want to go for. Just as a big nudge in that direction, and you know how rarely I'll actually do that. Evie says horn. I say horn too. And you also get a big old chest for your ass. And so now we have the Doom Plate for you, which gives you Bulwark. If you would take exactly 1 damage on this turn, prevent it. And then also Brace to block all damage and draw 1 card. Oh, best card in the fucking game. Coral Crown, which would give you 2 hearts, spiky, and you would lose all of those cards. But you would lose that decay, which has been a thorn in your side this whole time, and you would gain some spikes. So suddenly, instead of having the thorns, you would be the thorns, which could be pretty fun. And then also the Mind Staff again to give you back Wise, Mind Strike, and Flame Lash. The choices are yours, and yours alone. Good luck. Zombie says it's an easy choice. Personally, I would weigh the options of using the Coral Crown. We still keep our healing pluses. But, I mean, Brace, though. Blocking all damage, and Bulwark, which blocks even more damage. So, Doom plate it is. Let us level that upon our enemies. The Doom! Huh? I have not Deadshot. Do you hear something, Sword Babes? I think there's a ruckus downstairs. We're causing the motherfucking ruckus. Bring the motherfucking ruckus! And we have to end up killing the elk at some point, right? So let's go ahead and put a gem over there to eventually lead us in that direction. But I want to go ahead and get some favor first by taking down yet another gelato cube. That icicle though. Incoming physical attacks are what it's going to do it. Okay, fine. Crap. This may have been a mistake. I'm going to try it though. Okay, the good news is because of our Bulwark, I'm actually going to be able to block that 1 damage that we would have taken and deal 1 instead. So I think that Bulwark may end up being what saves our ass more often than not. Because guess what? Block again. And we actually deal 1 damage. So suddenly my shields only need to be 1 less. Or suddenly my shields only have to be 1 less. And suddenly we're able to block most everything. And we have our healing be better. So, block that. Oh shit, I didn't even have to. I didn't even have to block that. That's only 1 damage. I don't have to fucking worry about it. I can sit here and Divine Shield all day, dealing 2 more damage to him because unfortunately he blocked 1. That's the only damage we really had. Fuck! And of course I would use it right then, but that's fine. We'll go ahead and heal back a lot of that we just took. And we're still looking like we might be able to take this. Because that Bulwark is going to block 1 damage. Frail's going to make it so that we deal a whole lot more. And the Gelato Cube is licked. Just like the other one. Love it, love it, love it. Weasel, you have another choice. The Winged Staff would lose your blessed trait, but give you Mind Strike. The Ice Fishing Pole, we know what that does. That favorite, though. I just don't know that we're doing 3 damage per turn. And then we have the Bone Armor here, which gives you +1 health and Mind Strike. And then, of course, don't forget, Weasel, you can always just take the gold. If your items don't really look that great, you have the options of just taking the gold and running. Go on, take the gold and run. Woo, woo, woo. So what you gonna do, my friend? Choose wisely. You only get 1. Honestly, you're tricked out pretty goddamn well, if I had to say so myself. Especially considering that we're just taking out general level 3 monsters and not actually anything really scary, you know? Let me go ahead and attach that one there. And onwards we trot. Of course, we're going over to the elk and the massive gym before we go up to the frost giant, the one that's actually closer, because why the fuck would we? Well, can't lay that down. Well, can't lay that down. Fuck it. Towards the elk. To the moose! We move 2 squares in that direction. And it's up next, folks. It's up next, and it's going to be the Brawl in the Frozen Tundra. Not really. Not really, Weed Anthill. I just didn't think about it, unfortunately. I'm going to go ahead and block your 1 damage, which I didn't have to because of Bulwark. I just wanted the heal from it. I'm going to go ahead and draw 2 cards here. He's going to deal 2, and we're going to take 1 from Decay. Strike comes in. We don't have to worry about blocking that son of a bitch at all. And instead, we're going to get back that 3 health you just took. Hey, it's my health. I want it. It's mine. You don't take my health. It's my health. Don't have to block that one. Weasel, you picked Bulwark, bro. That basically makes this game easy mode. Block. And deal back 2. Block, block. And heal back 3. Jesus Christ. I have so much health. I'm gonna go ahead and block all and draw another card. Don't mind me. I'm just going to get insanely powerful before I destroy him. I don't have to worry about blocking his boulder. This is great. This is when the game becomes great. Deal that smite damage. See, why can't we get a build like this in those stage 3 stages, huh? Huh? That would be just too convenient, huh? Literally just too convenient. And repel that shit. No frozen tundra here today, sir. My hand is not frostbitten. He's gonna try and deal a head blow, but guess what? This divine shield's gonna hurt like a motherfucker. Weasel, you are victorious against 1 out of the 2 of the monsters we must kill for this dungeon. And now you have to choose between the Mind Staff, which will give you Wise, Mind Strike, and Flame Lash. The Spear, which gives you Shift and Interrupt, and the Mariner's Medallion, which would make you lose a bunch of stuff. But give you Blessed still. You would still have Blessed, so we would be able to take another weapon. Assuming we put another monster in between here and there, and assuming it actually gave us a weapon. But you would lose Ferocious and that Divine Shield. The other thing is, if you did do that, you would lose Decay. Because I think isn't Decay... No, Decay's on your fucking seaweed. Never mind. Personally, I think you should take the gold. You kind of have a build right now that you don't really need to fuck with. You really don't. Especially considering that this last enemy is magic weak. It is weak to magic damage. Don't you fucking dare change a thing. I'm telling you. All right. More of that sweet, delicious gold. And unfortunately, I can't connect. Fuck. All right, fine. In turn, give me more gold. No. Next up, more gold. And also the way across that we've been searching for. Great. Now it gives it to me. How wonderful. More gold. More gold. Awesome. Don't mind if I do. Just fucking 1 square at a time. 5 gold at a time. We've already made 15. Seriously, do you want to give me any more, game? I'll take 20 free gold. I don't give a shit. Good grief. Who just leaves 3 massive gems laying on the ground? One right after the other. Thank you, game. I do appreciate it. And, of course, now, unfortunately, that is the end of that. So, it's time to take on this frost giant with 1 final massive gem in his lair. This is gonna be fun, y'all. Who's ready for a boss fight? Well, boss fight. Where's my manservant gotten to? Am I to carry all this myself? Yes, apprentice. Unfortunately, you're not quite that much of a magic master yet. Shit. Oh, mama! This divine shield is going to make us deal 4 damage and block all 3 of his. That is going to single-handedly turn the tide of this battle, including letting us deal another damage with these sparks, and we don't have to block his thanks to Bulwark. I'm gonna... Fuck. I didn't block both. Oh, Bulwark did for me, though. Bulwark, hi-ya! Fucking Bulwark, son! That shit is so good. What a great fucking trait is that. No frozen mess in this house. My flame shield blocks it all. And this frost giant is getting melted. Literally melted in front of your very eyes, people. 2 more magic damage goes his way. And Weasel gains 3 more hearts. This is unfair. This is unfair. Guess what? Unblockable, bitch. You can't block this. Can't block this. Can't block this. And Weasel, the master apprentice, has made his way through another dungeon, my friends, and got a battle scar of Scarred, where he starts with Crush 1. That will give you the counter if you can level that up to cash 2. I think that's bash and then counter. So it's 1 physical, 1 block physical. Not too bad. And we return back to our guild with 114 gold. Surprisingly low, all things considered. You would think that these new dungeons would give you slightly more gold at your disposal. I need basically a whole grand In a whole grand, I'll be able to get the Artificer, which I think might be our next purchase, because seriously, fucking look at that. Never finds common loot to start with. Zap-O-Matic, Spike Shield, Static Field, Brain Enhanced Serum, Reflecting Ray, which deals 1 magic damage per damage taken this turn. And then the Thought Extractor, which is in and of itself a fucking copy card. Like the mine. So, I want it. I want it real bad, because I have a feeling that's going to be the key to actually beating Stage 3. Okay, so, Wet Anthill, you are our next Dungeoneer up, my friend. And as your first time, you get to choose your class, my friend. I hope you are familiar with the game. Oh, you want the Bruiser. You called it already. You got it. Sorry, I just noticed that. You want the Bruiser. Let's name you the Bruiser. And you have the mystical battle scar already on you. The spiky trait is going to come in very, very handy. And let's go exploring. All right, Wet Anthill. You have a choice. Shall we continue down the Ice Bay flow into the heart of the matter to reach the bay's inner sanctum? Or would you care to go to Sprinkle Canyon? Or possibly trounce through the Magic Kingdom and find out why this palace shimmers with flavor? Oh, I did put an extra L. Oh well, whatever. Doesn't matter. It's fine. Wet Anthill wants to go for that bay? You got it, son. The heart of the matter. We shall scoop out the heart in a Kali Mav deliciousness. A soft serve scoop of pain and anguish. There it is. Thanks, Harwood. I appreciate it. You're just looking out for me, that's all. Ooh. And it looks like we have a whole bunch of ice cream creatures here. A slushy elemental, a gelato cube. Today we've been joined by a bruiser and a snogre here. We must reach the lair of the sorbet, which is up here being guarded by 2 level 3 creatures. Curiously enough, this actually sounds like a pretty easy mission for us. I think we should be able to pull this off pretty goddamn handily, especially if they're gonna be starting us out with Fountain of fucking Power. Are you kidding me? Heroes unblockable attacks gain 1 magic damage next fight. So hopefully we get some unblockables here in this fight with the mountain goat here. So we're gonna go ahead and block his 1 anger, deal a spike damage, and deal 1 damage of our own. 3 in 1 fucking hit. How does that sound for you? Also, we need that bulwark trait. Like, I don't know if you guys have been paying attention with this spike here. Anytime we fully block any attacks, enemy takes 1 damage. So that bulwark trait that we had last time with all the massive, massive blocks that we did, guess what? That's what we want. That's our goal, is to get that fucking bulwark item, no matter what. Okay? And so, Wet Anthill, here's your first choice, my friend. We have the Sabertooth, which gives you Fate Cursed, -2 health, if you have no favor of the fates, which we don't have right now. Then you get Slice, Dice, and also Julianne's Shift. Or the Twig, which gives you Bash, or the Arcane Wand, which gives you Focus and Rekindle. The choices are yours and yours alone. Good luck. It's a Fountain of Heroism, I believe. You want the wand, you got it, my friend. A little bit of extra magic damage is yours, and also the traits of the fountain. Heroes unblockable attacks. Gain 1 magical damage next turn. Sweet. If you'll pardon the expression. And we're gonna go ahead and make our way towards the gelato cube. But unfortunately, that's gonna put a decay on us. So I think we may end up going for the snogre instead. Fuck all of that noise. Sweet. This slushy elemental is in fact frail. So the more physical damage we can deal to it, the fucking better. Let's go. Speaking of physical damage, let's start out with a nice hearty oi! I don't like your snowballs in my face, mate. Don't you do that. Don't you know that's rude? Splashing me with your slushy. Oh dear. Wait a minute. Oh, right, because we can use an unblockable attack. Nice. Okay, so we could do some spike damage here. In fact, I'm going to. And then this next attack, I'm actually just going to use Oi, which will get the extra boost from the Frail. And kill that slushy. Suck it! He had better call 7-Eleven. Well, whatever the emergency number is for slushies. And Weed Ant Hill, you have another choice. You have all 3 weapons. Great. All 3 weapons for you to choose from. So something's going to get replaced here. You got the Stalactite, which gives you repel and counter. Considering we have that spike, might not be a bad idea. And then the Scoop, which gives you shift instead of rekindle. And the Ski Pole, which gives you Fate, Curse, 2 health, and Slice. Not too bad of a trade-off. Especially considering if we put an enemy in that next corridor, we will get a Fate, a Favor of the Fate. All right, Stalactite it is. You got it, my friends. Hope that Stalactite makes you Stalagmighty. And I guess we're going to go ahead and put the Walrus, Cuckoo Kachoo, inside of that square, waiting for his very destruction. I'm going to put you right there, so that way, hopefully, we can just, like, scoop our way right up there towards the Snogger. At least that's my goal. He's going to try charging. What are you trying? Why are you trying something around here? Spike damage. No, sir. We don't like that around here. How about an Oi? He hits me in the face with a snowball, I hit him in the face with a club. It seems fair, right? Well, a Stalactite, not really a club. Ah. I see what you did there. And I could block that, but I really don't need to. He's going to deal 1. I'm going to deal 1. And we're still kind of even. Now this, on the other hand, I can definitely block, deal a spike damage, and deal an additional physical. So hopefully this Walrus has gotten his crying out of the way because his blubber just got cut, son. Excellent. And oh boy. Okay, you got the Daisy Chain, which gives you +1 to health and also rekindle. The Ocean Staff, which would replace your Stalactite with Blessed, Holy Seal, and Smite. And then also the Scroll of Souls, which gives you Stupidity, Holy Seal, Smite, Focus, and Arcane Barrage. Holy fuck. So you can get a lot of cards. You can get a lot of healing going on over here. Or you can get that Daisy Chain, son, and get some extra health and some healing going your way. The choices are yours and yours alone. Good luck. Only 2 of these won't replace an item. So, I mean, like, Scroll of Souls and Daisy Chain seem like the smart move to make. Unless you want to build for healing. Building for healing can really help you out come here in a little bit. Okay, you got it. Well, then you have to have a place to put all of those souls once you harvest them, do you not? Let us continue to reap more souls as we put a slushy elemental here in this Root of the Fates. And another big old gem, because I'm feeling extra greedy today. And then, of course, this fountain is probably going to be bad. It's a fountain of stupidity, which means we gain 2 stupidity cards in our deck at the boss. Of course we do. Of course we do. It's okay. He's not really going to block us, but we are going to end up recycling a card. But it won't be our physical damage, which deals more because he's frail. Oh, I love that frail trait so much. Guess what? I shall smite thee, dealing 1 spike damage, and then the 2 we were supposed to deal in the first place. He's gonna come at me again with a nice hearty splash. I don't like that. I don't like that. You hit me for 2, I hit you for 2. This is how this works. And we're gonna block that freeze to deal another spike damage. Ah, I love spikes so fucking much. It's my favorite fucking trait. It really is. Because you get so many chances to block and so many cards based around blocking. Oh, it's so good. Okay. Really? I always learned it as stalactites. The T in tight is shaped like it would be hanging down from the ceiling. And then stalagmites look like the M would be growing up from the ground. That's the way I always learned it. But basically, that both mnemonic devices work. And Wet Ant Hill, you have another choice, my friend. The Tattered Mail to give you 1 heart, Brace, and Stupidity 2, which we are about to get anyway. The Parrot, which would replace your Scroll of Souls, give you Spikes, which you already have, Bash, Rekindle, and then the Thermals, which will give you Brace, Rekindle, and Fire Blast. So, do you want the extra health? Or do you want Rekindle and Fire Blast? I could go either way, honestly. Really, either way will be okay. But the choices are yours and yours alone. Good luck. Do it. I believe in you. Tattered motherfucking Mail. You got it, son. He's going for combat prowess over comfort. And you know what? I was kind of looking forward to making fun of your little button flap. Your little button flap. Your little flap flap. And I guess all that's left is to go ahead and take the Fountain of Stupidity. Because guess what? All of our blocks are going to be like twice as effective. Or at least 1 shield more effective. Right? Nope. Straight up twice as effective. Literally straight up twice as effective. So, all we got to do is beat this Snort. Snoger. I almost called it a Snork. That was a cartoon show made by Hanna-Barbera. He's going to start off playing a Stupidity. And I'm going to start off playing a Focus. To heal back 1 health, draw 1 card, and get ready for some heavy damage that's going to be coming his way. You know what? I'm not going to block that snowball. I think there's going to be other bad things. Like that. Like that right fucking there. Guess what? Blocked all of that damage, Delta Spike to him, and here comes the Thrash, which we are totally going to be able to block twice as well, and another Spike. God damn it, that's awesome. Block, block. Deal back 2 of our own. And, in comes some unblockable fucking magic damage, which we do not have the ability to counter. But, at least I can deal 1 right back to his stupid face hole. We can totally block that Maul. Don't mind if I do. And that last spike damage takes that Snoger down, son! Achievement unlocked. I definitely unlocked an achievement, but unfortunately you can't see it. The achievement's name is literally, and I'll have to look up later what that is. But anyway, Wet Ant Hill, you kind of got 1 last choice, my friend, but it's not going to matter because we are at the exit. Bone Helmet, to give you that celebrate good times, come on. And then you have the Owl Familiar to give you Wise. And the Doom Plague, which will give you the Bulwark, which we needed like ages and ages ago. So, which would you like, my friend? The Bone Helmet, the Owl Familiar, or that Doom Plague? You want that helmet. You got it, son. That lovely, lovely Bone Helmet, which sits very, very comfortably right on top of your head. It's just the little jaunty askew. And with our last turn, I thee grab you, massive gem.
I'm not sure if you understand. This used to be a piece
So, I would like to ask, is Jackie still in? Jackie, are you still here? My dear, I have not seen you leave, but are you still here? And Wet Ant Hill just won his first battle. Congratulations, my friend. You gained me 78 gold. Your Battle Scar Scrounger, which means that 1 loot choice is of a higher level than usual. And the ability to live to another day. Good job, my friend. The achievement is win a battle with 4 stupidity cards in your deck. Oh, interesting. Which we got because of the fountain and then because of the stupidities that we already had. Neat. Very, very neat. I'm guessing by the fact that she hasn't responded that, unfortunately, no. I was going to have her go next, seeing as how she had never seen this game before. But that's absolutely fine. Who would like to be our last round for tonight? We have time for just 1 more. Who would like to be our last sacrifice to the blood gods? I know somebody wants it. I can feel you calling for it. And unfortunately, Noble, you were the only death tonight. Do you want to go again? I would like to take somebody who maybe has never played this way before. But failing that, yes, Noble, absolutely. You can go right again. But I see people like Avi haven't gone. Huntsman hasn't gone. Grunty Foot, if you want to go, by all means. All comers are welcome. Everyone will die eventually. That is the way of the Guild of Dungeoneering, unfortunately. Everyone dies. Huntsman prefers to watch because unfortunately his internet's kind of shite. That's absolutely fine, Evie. Just figured I would offer. Grunty wants to go. Excellent. All right, Grunty Foot. You have a choice then, my friend. Would you like the Shapeshifter, the Ranger, the H2O Mancer, the Swashbuckler, the Alchemist? Oh, you hush, Noble. The Barbarian, the Cat Burglar, the Ice Cream Monk, or the Drunken Sailor? And yes, Grunty, that is the way this goes. You'll help me pick the loot and also make certain other critical decisions that maybe are a little bit too tough for me to be able to take the blame on should it go horribly, horribly awry. And that's the way we like to play this game. That's the way I turn Guild of Dungeoneering into a chat venture. But first, you must pick your class. So what would you like, my friend? What's something that sounds good to you? I'll go through that one more time. The Drunken Sailor, the Ice Cream Monk, the Cat Burglar, the Bobberin. Okay, absolutely, the Drunken Sailor it is. The Drunken Sailor is a bit of a wild one. He takes a lot of physical damage that is of his own doing. But by doing so, he deals a lot. And has the capability to stay alive by drinking his own rum. Yeah, I know. Out there in the wilds, the rum is never really gone. You know that, yes. I will take your first choice of loot. There is no backsies here. And so I will give you your first choice. We'll make this a nice and easy one. Would you like to go for stage 3 here and take down the Sorbet to bring this mountainous harlot down to size? Or would you care to take on the Magic Kingdom and find out why this palace shimmers with flavor? Or maybe reach the misty mountain of the snowmen in Sprinkle Valley, Sprinkle Canyon. Oh, the Return of the Vegan is in here. And then we have the King of the Snowmen. So I'll leave that choice up to you, Grunty. Where are you gonna go, my friend? Shall we go back to the Sorbet's lair? I will, zombie. I will. Boom, 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 boom. Do, 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 do. Okay, you got it. Straight for the heart of the Sorbet. You swashbuckling. You drunken sailor, you. Stealing all the ladies' hearts. Let's do this, my friend. Combine equipment cards with the same skills for the best cards. The level 4 cards are epic. And so that's trying to tell you there that instead of going for a wide variety of skills, you should kind of winnow them down a little bit to make sure that you're getting only the best and brightest available in your deck. And at this point, Sorbet's stream ends in 10 turns, at which point she's coming for it. She's currently streaming. Busy streaming. That's so fucking funny. That's what we're doing right now. And we have stupidity +2 because I'm streaming. So if we can get to her in 10 turns, powerful enough to take her down, she will have 2 stupidity cards in her deck, and that gives us a huge advantage trying to take her down, okay? Let's go ahead and lay out some dungeon tiles here, so that way we can eventually make our way to some of these places. Grey Ooze, in which there is a Rune of the Fates here. Oh gosh, so many tiles, so little room to actually maneuver. The problem is that once we kind of go around this corner, crap. Well, we can kick that Frost Giant's ass, I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna be blind. I'm gonna be blind, and there's nothing that I can do about it, unfortunately. Because I kind of really need that chest. Like, of all the things that I really need, I kind of need that chest. Okay. 2 turns wasted and we are no stronger, unfortunately. And that's kind of how I feel right now. 2 turns kind of wasted. He is the Drunken Sailor, which means I should use the Slushy Elemental. It's frail and will take way more damage from our physical attacks that we have. This Grey Goose has Mundane. Crap. Okay, Reckless Swing it is. This means that attack is going to deal 2 and take 2. Fuck. And let's go ahead and Reckless Swing again. Knock him down even further. So we're both stuck at 3. Whoop. I have 3 and he has 2. This is nice. This is okay. This is something that I can mostly deal with. Keyword there being mostly. So if we get down to 1 heart, which we will, then next turn, we're gonna gain back 2 hearts and be able to not deal any goddamn damage because we don't have any physical dealing damage. And he's going to shuffle. That's 1 more. Mother cock-smoking fucker. I can't use Reckless Swing now. This is it. Ha! That is so much damage that he had stored up there, but unfortunately, it just did not work out for us. That's, you know what? That's the Drunken Sailor. It's absolutely fine. That was not you, Grunty. Unfortunately, that character just sometimes goes down harder than a fucking cheap prom date. So, Grunty, choose again, my friend. That's not good enough. That's not good enough. No, you did not set a record. There are people who have lost in less turns. Believe it or not. So, trust me, you're good. Let's go ahead and pick you another character, though. Shapeshifter, Apprentice, Ranger, Hydromancer, Mime, Swashbuckler, Alchemist, Bruiser, Troubadour, Barbarian, Most Holy Grail Knight, the Cat Burglar, and the Ice Cream Monk. Let's go at it again, Grunty. What shall you choose? Boom, ba-dum, boom, ba-dum, boom, boom. It's okay. Your name just gets added to our ever-growing graveyard over here. Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? I don't even know. I don't even know. This thing's so fucking big, I can't keep track of everybody. There you are, Grunty. Dead Drunken Sailor. Okay. He wants to play as the Mime. You've got it, my friend. This Mime already has a battle scar. He is very prideful and goes after higher level monsters without our consent, unfortunately. So we're gonna try this again. The Sorbet needs to be chased down. What is the Ice Cream Monk like? The Ice Cream Monk has a weird trait in that it deals more damage if you do not have any items in your hands, but it has some pretty good cards in it that kind of make that trait worth it because during the early game, you're not really going to have those cards in your hand. It was gonna happen. It was gonna happen. This is why you guys yell at me. Oh, for fuck's sake. Here's the good news. We're getting rid of that flesh wound because it is worse than just a flesh wound. I'm actually going to take care of this real quick. Because unfortunately, while he starts with Holy One, he also has that flesh wound, which means he starts with way less health. And we do not want that at all. At all, at all, at all. So hopefully this gray ooze will just kind of absorb me right into its consciousness. And... why is this working? This shouldn't be working. How did the shapeshifter win when Grunty's character lose. Now I'm really mad. Now I'm really mad. Huh. Well. Fuck. Oh well. Either way, Grunty. Would you care to make a choice now? This is my fault, but it's going to be your character for this time. The Shapeshifter is actually a pretty damn good class, so don't be upset. Tenacious, it can't be killed unless it has 1 heart. It cannot be killed unless the killing blow is dealt while he has 1 heart left. He's also wild, so he starts with growth 1, which means he's pretty good at regenerating himself. And he starts with holy 1, but also -1 heart. So we're level 2 and we only have 5 hearts innately. So, but just to kind of get us through, I'm sorry, Grunty, but you should be able to actually do pretty well on this stage, despite that 1 disadvantage. So we have here the Sash, which gives you Shift and Restore, not too bad. The Desert Spoon, which gives you Shift and Smite, and then the Woolly Hat, which gives you 1 heart and also Stupidity. So what shall you choose, my friend? The Sash, the Spoon, or the Woolly Hat? A nice woolly hat does keep your health nice and warm, but being able to restore and shift means that your starting health doesn't really matter. If you were able to get a Blessed and also a lot of those healing abilities, it could be pretty devastating. Okay, you got it. The Spoon it is, my friend, and unfortunately now we are... what? Decayed. Fuck. Of course it's decayed. If you think they're gonna get their filthy hands on my special ice cream, they're wrong. I'm sorry, Sorbet. You keep focusing on your streams, and we'll be there in a minute. I think I'm gonna take on the Pygmy Mammoth next. But before I do that, let's take on 1 more Gray Ooze, just to get another item under our belts. Yeah, unfortunately, Hardwood Noble's not a mod yet. He kind of already does too many mods for me to ask him to do that. Maybe later. Excellent. So we dealt 2 magic damage there because of his mundane trait, which is kind of the best thing that we can do here. Just continually pound away with magic damage. This is I mean, if there's one thing that the nano machines are weak to, it's magic, right? The Gray Ooze, nano machines. Make sense to anybody, or is that just me? And Awer, you have won another... oh, wow, Awer. Grunty, you have won another battle, my friend. This is what I get for picking the wrong character. But you're doing well. And so in this case, you have the Wooden Board, which gives you that 3 physical damage blocking repel. The Dead Lizard Charm, which will give you Mind Strike and Focus. And then the Spyglass, which gives all physical damage the Quick trait. And any physical damage that is already quick gets straight up +1 damage. That's not a bad trait to have. So, Grunt, what shall you choose, my friend? The choices are yours and yours alone. Good luck. All right, Spyglass it is. And a good set of ranged physical attacks are now at your disposal. She's still screaming. Speaking of which, today's video is about my 3 favorite flavors of ice cream. I love Dungeoneer Blood. And then I also love Rumpleberry Screams. And then I also love Pistachio. I know it's a little bit less known of a flavor, but you know what? I like the nuttiness in my mouth. I don't know what it is. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and lay down 1 more rune because fuck it, I need it. A little bit of gold, a little bit of gold, a little bit of gold. You know what? Maybe I just want to pick a character that I actually fucking win. Maybe I would actually wanted to pick a character that would win a fucking battle for once. No, I'm just kidding. That was totally a mistake. But the good news is that the Shapeshifter is really awesome. So of all the classes that I could have accidentally picked, it's a pretty good one. Especially considering that if we do win, when we do win, if we do win, whatever, then we will actually be able to, oh god, that's gonna suck. We will actually be able to, fuck, what was I talking about? We will actually be able to, oh, level up that trait that reduces his health, which I think actually gives him something really nice later on. An extra damage because it's already quick, and we're gonna go ahead and draw a card. Don't mind if I do. Ooh, excellent. We're gonna block your 1 snowball damage and deal 1 more to squash that pygmy mammoth. Made short work of him. Ha! And Aor, you have another, god damn it. Grunty, you have another choice to make. The male coif gives you 2 hearts, but 2 stupidity cards. Considering how low your health is already, that may not be half bad. The shimmering cloak, which will give you mind strike and fire blast, and then of course the yellow cone, which will make you lose your ranged trait, but give you 1 health and also restore. That's a tough choice. The yellow snow cone could be good because you do get some of that health and some of that healing, but only half the stupidity that you would get from the male coif. But the male coif doesn't make you lose anything. It just makes you gain 2 stupidity. And then of course the shimmering cloak gives you a little bit of magic damage, which could be nice. I mean, that could be really nice. But it's not a whole lot of good utility magic damage. You know, it doesn't do damage and block. It doesn't do damage and confuse. It doesn't do damage and draw. I mean, you got 1 draw, but you know what I mean. You want the coif. Okay, my friend. Let's gird your loins a little bit more and get ready to plunge deeper. The first is the yak milk emulsion, texture with mermaid scales. The monks only produced a few barrels of this and they sent me one. Let's have a taste. Oh, delicious. See, they even have public eating streams in this game. Also, favorite level. Favorite level so far. Okay, the mega chest is sitting right there for us. Since it's gonna take us a while to get there anyway, I'm really considering just going ahead and doing this number. Let's put this walrus in the way. This is going to be a frost giant who is mundane. And in turn. So I'm hoping that we can get a turnip right here. Turnip right here. And then we'll be able to go straight for the sorbet before she is done with her stream. Block and heal. Don't mind if I do. And fuck it. It's like, do we take the big heal of the 2 hearts or do we go ahead and heal and hit? In this case, we want to take the big heal because, well, we're going to take the 2 damage. I don't want to, but we got to. And the walrus is going to cuckoo-cachoo us in the face with another snowball. I don't mind. As long as there's no rocks in it, as long as there's no pee on it, it's fine. Because we have this aspect of the bull, and we're going to gore that son of a bitch. You got tusks, we've got horns. Watch it. Aspect of the dragon. Burn the flesh straight from his walrus bones. And you now have another choice, my friend Grunty. Would you go for the shimmering cloak to get mind strike and fire blast? The crossbow, which would give you shift, so you could take another item instead of the spyglass. It would give you interrupt, but you would lose smite. And then the ski pole, which would replace your spoon with fate cursed, plus 2 health, and slice. Now here's the thing about fate cursed. It gives us 2 health. It taketh away 2 health if we have no favor of the fates, which we do right now. We just can't use it. But it does give you 2 health. I don't know. That being said, we can face another monster between here and the sorbet. We still have 7 turns to go 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fuck. We really don't. It doesn't replace the spyglass. It has the same trait as the spy. Wait, no it doesn't. I'm completely lying. I'm lying to you. Crossbow does not have ranged. I thought it had ranged. It doesn't. I'm sorry. I lied. It does give you interrupt, however, which is an upgrade to your swift already, and actually leads to something else. It does 2 physical damage, is quick, and also is unblockable. So this is another chance to deal 2 physical damage where you would normally deal 1. All right, that crossbow it is, my friend. And we also earned another favor. Excellent. Wow, these scales really crunch and make the flavor pop. And you can really taste the yak. It's so familiar. I don't know why it tastes so familiar, but it does. And, crap. Of course, absolutely none of the squares that I would need in order to be able to get up there. Great. Just peachy. It's probably one of her other favorite flavors too. Peachy. And now we must face down this frost giant who takes extra damage from magic. So hopefully we'll be able to take advantage of that. But first, gore this son of a bitch with our aspect of the bull. And we can attack first because of that quick trait. Uh-oh. That's not good. He is relentless. And we have bark skin, which blocks most of that damage, mercifully. He's not going to be able to block this, but I also need to regenerate a little bit. I'm hoping that he has some magic damage that we can... Nope. He doesn't, but we can go ahead and block that and heal a little bit back. Excellent. Because I want to use that mundane trait. Zombie, this is favor that we can gain doing various things, and it gives us actions that we can use during battles, during the map. We can burn a shapeshifter card from our deck. Say there is a card in our deck that we hate, we can get rid of it. Draw a card in battle. So say we are backed in a corner, we need an extra card. We can totally draw an extra card. And then finally, if you have 3 favor, you can make a monster discard his current fucking card. That is insane. That is insane. So that can be a very, very useful thing if we are able to gather 3 before we face that final boss. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean. And so let's go ahead and deal shift, which is going to do 2, thanks to the range trait, and we get to draw a card. Crap. We're going to go ahead and use rekindle, which is going to deal 2 because of mundane, and heal back 1 of the 2 that he just used. And unfortunately, we are frozen. Fuck me, we're frozen. And all I can use is stupidity. Shit. Ooh, nice. Nice. Nicety nice. Nice, nicety nice. We're gonna block 2 of your damage. We block 2 of your damage. Oh, fuck me. Fuck me running sideways. Are you serious right now? Are you for cereal right now? Wait. Wait a minute. I think we might be mostly okay. I'm gonna use aspect of the bull. Ah, wet anthill got it. And unless we get really unlucky here, fucking Grunty, you should thank me because the tenacious trait will just have saved your ass if this works.
How many ways can a dungeoneer die before you call it a day? How many children must you make cry?
God damn it. God damn it. God damn it.
Display.
That close. Oh well, it's fine. Like we said earlier, that shapeshifter was a little bit broken anyway because he only started with 4 health. I mean, that kind of sucks. That kind of sucks a lot of balls. But it's okay. Thank you guys so much for playing with us tonight. This is where we're going to have to call it an evening for tonight. It is 10:47. I have to be up for work at 5:45 tomorrow morning. And yeah, I'm going to go to bed shortly. So thank you all so much for watching tonight, ladies and gentlemen. You've been watching this on twitch.tv/TimLeftwich. My name is Tim Leftwich. If you have enjoyed tonight's show, please join us again on Thursday. We'll be right back here at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time until about this time again on Thursday. Playing, what are we playing on Thursday? I don't know. Maybe Owlboy? Maybe. We could play some more Hyrule Warriors. We also have Dead Rising to get through. So it'll be one of those 3 things. Tune in on Thursday to find out right here at twitch.tv/TimLeftwich. My name is Tim Leftwich. Have a good night, y'all.